You want it? I got it. Dripping like water. What do we got here? Anything honest? What we got here? What we really own it? Could you hand me proper water to establish an establishment known to give health care? Could we give the people reverse osmosis? Thank you very much. It would be known and thankful to do such a thing instead of rather force them to take your therapy without having it. Your decisions on how someone is to be living could be less than what they have had before, making them less stable than they are. Even if there was a time where a mistake was made and a presence was felt, where someone misbehaved, can we be honest and say, a man can make a mistake, he can go on, he can make another mistake, but honestly, is there enough to say that the time between was probably well lived? Who is to say a mistake can't be made after so long of being better than average? Because to live a life in the world today takes a special kind of human being. It takes one person to say, I'm gonna work 50 plus years of my life just to live. And then what? It's the best 50 years of your life, the best health, and you give that away just to live. Thank you very much. You, human being, have lived deserving of much more than this. Can we realize we would rather live our lives giving away our lives to buy something such as virtual reality? You're living in a circle. You would rather tell your kids, here, play virtual reality, because you know what? This one actually is shit. Honestly, you would do that for your kids. You would live that circle to say, this is what I'm living for at this moment. I am living to work my life away and admit to my son I would rather him play a video game called virtual reality, because I can't give him the life that would not need that. I have admitted virtual reality is what he is deserving, so I give it to him because I have worked hard and he deserves that. To know a life away from his father. I would never in a million years give my son or daughter a screen attached to their face and have them walk around as if they're so important to give up their life for seconds involving a game that tells us from its name it is something to replace what you are living with a different kind of life. Because this one is not enough, and we will make you pay for that virtual reality. Are you kidding me? You are selling me a life because you're telling me mine isn't good enough? So you're going to sell me a better life and tell me to upgrade it and tune it up? You have got to be kidding me. I did not grow up to live this circle. This is enough. When will we realize the earth, in comparison to us, was made to live properly? We can get away with whatever we want. Fact of the matter is, we don't live as long. We don't. The earth, the world, our planet, our home, is deserving of a human to say, I want this to live on. Because I like living. And I don't want to say it again, but I'm going to. Virtual reality is being sold to me. For what reason? While what is going on? Are you kidding me? I don't know. I don't understand. What do you want from me? I'm a man. I can only do so much. What was I supposed to do? Well, in the beginning of things, you were supposed to grow enough food and have a shelter. After that, you made a mistake. Because that is the best life you could have ever lived. The people at the top, I'm talking the richest of rich, still don't know what they're missing by not giving a mention and respect to the people who lived it, who had a home and their food, and that's it. They weren't involved with the rest of the world telling them BS. In my words, money is a mistake. But we chose to believe it was the only way. At some point, that decision was made. But since then, we are hurting each other, and we are all not the same. We have jobs focused on money itself. That's creating so much work on top of jobs for cars when all we need is to be outside with our food and back home in time to go to sleep in raw essence to save the world. After that, we went wrong. We let money decide our future. But if we can give back the dollars to the people who brought it here and live our own way, then thank God we will know the true days of when it was supposed to happen this way. God, I know we have a better way. I know we have a better way. In God's name, in Jesus' mighty name, with all that I can give from the heavens above, I want to share it with them. Let me say it. I will not be delayed by this screen telling me I am any less. Because no one has said that. And that's why it hasn't happened. Because I know I'm right. Drew for double deuce. It literally says, do for you are right. If you read it backwards and you reiterate the R a second time, it's right there. You want another cool one? Dr. Drew double deuce. Or if you read it, dare you do. Or do you right. That is doctoring your bum. Come on now. Did we harm anyone back then when we had everything we needed and we weren't in competition of one another? It's enough. They won. They are better in a world forcing people to be anything but themselves. We are equal. Every man has a purpose. But at this point, the world is needing us. It will leave us worthless.